You are going to love these witch shoes from Lasting Impressions. If you use MemoryMixer, you can customize your shoe completely, printing a different pattern on the outside as well as the lining inside. If you download the PDF from lastingimpressions.com, you'll be able to print using your laser printer onto pre-printed paper already and just print your pattern. Whether you use the PDF from Lasting Impressions or MemoryMixer, where you can totally customize your shoe, you're going to love the things you can do with these new witch shoes. I'm excited to show you about these witches shoes. I've had so much fun making them. I think you're really going to enjoy how fun and easy it is. After you've printed your patterns, whether you're using the PDF from lastingimpressions.com or you have MemoryMixer and you're able to customize the papers that are used for creating your shoes, you'll see I have the lining on the back. My pattern is printed on the front, my shoe. So once it's printed, the first thing you're going to do is to cut it all out. So I've gone ahead and cut out my shoe. And I've just followed along the lines and along the pattern. You want to make sure you cut here. And the dotted lines are for scoring. So we'll show you how to do that next. But once you have your patterns then cut out, okay, scoring is very easy. You'll just need a straight edge. I've got a nice ruler here that has a metal edge. And you will just take your ruler, line it up with the dotted line, and then I'm using a stylus, but you can use any blunt object. And then, oops, I almost forgot. I also like to use some sort of a layer behind it that is a little soft. So I just got chipboard from the back of a notebook here, and I just place my paper on top of that. That way that allows a little bit of room to create the dent that scoring does. Now scoring, it just makes it so you can fold your paper really easy. Scoring makes it so you Scoring allows you to fold your paper really easily. So I will simply line up my ruler, and then I will take my tool and I will just drag down along that edge. And just try to do the best you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you'll just continue to do that through the rest of the lines. Once you have it all scored, and I have another one here that is all scored, I will show you how much easier it is then to bend, and you know exactly where the fold will go. All of the folding will be done towards the inside or towards the lining. So I'll just fold, and you can just see how easy it is and what a crisp fold that makes. So you'll just continue folding all of your papers. And I have one here that's been pre-folded. So it's all folded, and then I've just used double-sided tape. You can use anything to adhere it, but double-sided tape is convenient and easy to have on hand. And let me just show you a few tricks I have learned along the way. This side here is going to fold up inside, so I just need some tape on the outside here. I just simply place it along the edge, and then if there's anything that's left over, I go ahead and just fold it in on itself. That way you don't have to do any extra cutting, but it's quick and easy as well. So once you have all of your pieces scored, make sure you remember to fold this one here. The first thing I like to do is to bring the instep or the sole up into the shoe, and you just kind of line up in this back corner and with the back of the shoe, and then you just press along here, so that will glue that all into place. You want to make sure you don't have a little pocket at the end also. So just kind of align that, and you can put adhesive all the way along that flap there. It'll give you a nice tight seal. We'll do this side as well. So we've kind of got this form of our shoe going, and now the little toe for your shoe, you want to stick it in at this point, and you simply fold it in half where the score line is. Then you bring it inside here, and you just will bring it out until it fills the area, so it's even with this toe here, so it doesn't leave a gap. I'm just going to put a little double-sided tape on the back of this flap here. So again, I'm just going to place it in so it's enough to fill that gap, like so. You just kind of want to make sure it's going to line up and look right as well. And then I just stick a little more tape here, but we'll go ahead and finish adhering this together. So then I just fold this over, and you can see now how it just makes a nice smooth down here. And you could push this in as tight or as narrow as you want, just depending on where you overlap. And then the back here, I already have my tape. I'm just going to put that inside, and then I'll use either scissors or sometimes even just my stylus and just press up in there so I can get a nice good seal as well. And I do the same thing here with my inner flap for the back of the foot, for the back of the heel. So that's all adhered. And now I'm going to add a little more tape to the inside of my little flap here. And I just kind of align that so it goes up the shoe the way I'd like. And then before you adhere that, I think we should do one more thing. I kind of like this flap of the shoe to curl. So I'm just going to kind of curl it around my stylus a little here. So it just gives a little bit of a worn look. Okay. And I'll just put a little bit of tape here on my shoe, and now I'll move this up, and this is where you can just then make everything fit perfectly and just apply a little bit of pressure there. And now I can see I just want to trim this a little bit because it's not quite aligned right, but that's not a problem. Just simply take your scissors and kind of trim it up a little bit. And it doesn't need to be perfect. These are old, well-worn, very old shoes. And then I like to use something, the stylus just had a little bit thicker circumference there, so I'm using the pen, or if you have something else, and I just then roll the toe of the shoe up, really until you come right up to the form of the shoe, and then you can kind of uncurl it how you think. So I've got different patterns here. So this one here, we actually printed it on patterned paper already and just printed the PDF. Then we embossed a little pumpkin, added the chills and thrills, but you can see how cute that is. This one here, just added the little bow. And you can add any color bows, and just look how cute these would be, all lined up sitting on a fireplace or as a table setting. So you can see just how much fun you can have using these little wood shoe patterns.